Hello everyone! In the last episode, we saw the legendary clashes between Takeda Shingen and Uesugi Kenshin for domination in the Shinano province. In this episode, we will see the rise of the Matsudaira clan under the rule of Matsudaira Motoyasu and the further expansion of Mori and Oda. The death of Imagawa Yoshimoto at Okehazama by the hand of Oda Nobunaga sent shockwaves through all Japan. After the disaster, the vast armies of Imagawa returned home and put in charge the son of Yoshimoto, the unexperienced Imagawa Ujizane. As it wasn't enough, Matsudaira Motoyasu, the vassal of Imagawa, appeared to be breaking away from the Imagawa clan. For Motoyasu, that was raised as a hostage of Imagawa, this moment was his chance to break free and finally re-establish the independence of the Matsudaira clan. This was not an easy task though, since Imagawa were still holding many of the Matsudaira family members as captives, most importantly his wife and son. Thus, he decided to make a secret alliance with Nobunaga, and after 2 years of waiting, the moment to strike came. He attacked the Kaminogo castle, using ninja forces to take the castle swiftly and capture Imagawa family members before the word got to Imagawa Ujizane. The ninja forces were led by Hattori Hanzo, a capable and loyal leader that will serve Motoyasu for the years to come. He ordered his ninja troops to dress up like Imagawa soldiers to inflict confusion inside the walls of the castle. This battle allowed Motoyasu to take Imagawa family members as captives and exchange them for his own family members. While the castle was given to Nobunaga in sign of loyalty. Now that he was finally free from the Imagawa, he changed his name Motoyasu that was given by the Imagawa clan into Ieyasu. Mikawa province was now back under the full rule of Matsudaira clan. Back in the west, Mori Motonari continues his expansion, seeing the opportunity in the weakening of Amago clan. In 1564, he once again marched to Amago's capital of Gasantoda, after 21 years since the last attempt. This time, though, he will take a different approach. Motonari attacked all the fortifications and villages around Gasantoda, completely isolating the capital fortress and cutting its supplies off. Now, Motonari's true plan came in play. As Gasantoda's food and water supply began to deplenish, Amago soldiers started to desert, but Motonari refused to let them leave the castle or to join his forces. Keeping them inside the walls made the supplies to continue rapidly fall. That made Amago forces to finally surrender by the spring of 1566. With Gasantoda captured, Amago clan completely collapsed, allowing Motonari to secure all the remaining Amago territory. Back in the east, Nobunaga is determined to prove that the victory at Okehazama was not just luck. In 5061, his neighbor enemy daimyo of Satomi dies, leaving the clan in the hand of his unexperienced teenage son Tatsuoki. And since his eastern border is secured by the new alliance with Matsudaira Ieyasu, he can fully focus on expanding north. In the same year, Nobunaga invades Mino province. After a short battle in the open field resulting in a clear victory, Nobunaga stormed the capital of Tsunomata, conquering it. Nobunaga's forces had to continue fighting though for the next several years to subdue the entire province. In 1565, a new threat appeared when the neighboring Azai clan attacked Saito themselves in order to gain some of its territory. Nobunaga quickly negotiated with the Azai, giving his sister to marry Azai Nagamasa, and in return to not intervene in Mino and to let Oda clan conquer the entire territory. In 1567, the conquest was finished after a sneak attack of Nobunaga's troops led by Hideyoshi on the last remaining Satomi fortress. Satomi clan was totally defeated. Now everything was set for his real goal to be reached: Kyoto. After 1 year of preparations, in 1568, Nobunaga summoned Ieyasu and his army for the Great March on Kyoto. The march was swift, and the few small armies on the road were quickly subdued and Nobunaga entered Kyoto. Now, Nobunaga used the new Ashikaga shogun that was just newly put in place as his puppet. By 1569, the Kitabatake clan will also fall under the Oda influence, and soon after the Miyoshi and Tsutsui clans shared the same faith. Now, the main threat remaining in the center of Japan was the radical Iko-Iki warrior monks that controlled various temples around the region, including the impenetrable fortress of Ishiyama Honganji. Meanwhile, we can see the Imagawa clan still suffering after 8 years since the death of Yoshimoto. His son, the new leader, showing no real capabilities for leadership. Ieyasu saw this, and he started to scheme with Takeda Shingen to put an end to the Imagawa clan existence. They planned to split the Imagawa territory, Ieyasu taking Totomi province while Shingen taking Suruga province. In 1568, the double invasion began. In order to prevent this change in the balance of power in the region, Hojo quickly aided Imagawa, but to no avail. Shingen defeated both armies, and the Imagawa daimyo ran back into Totomi province inside the castle of Kakegawa. He didn't know though that Ieyasu was also invading, and he got cornered. All hope was gone for Imagawa clan. Instead of committing seppuku like a true samurai, he chose to surrender to Ieyasu, begging for his life and give him the control of the entire province. 1 year later, in 1569, Ieyasu asked the emperor for permission to link his family to the Minamoto old ancestry, permission that was granted. So now he changed his family name from Matsudaira into Tokugawa. This change may not sound important right now, but it is a change that allows him to take the position of shogun in the future, since he is linked to the old shogun family of Minamoto. We don't know if he did that just to grow his renown, or if he really planned ahead to one day become the shogun. In 1570, the Asakura clan started to scheme with the puppet shogun under the nose of Nobunaga. But Nobunaga was no fool. He knew what is happening and officially invited the Asakura daimyo to the court in Kyoto. Exactly as he expected, he was refused. Thus, its next action was to declare Asakura clan as enemy of the state, and immediately began the march to conquer it, summoning Ieyasu once more to help him. On his way to Asakura clan, he marched through Azai clan territory, thinking that since they allied with them when their daimyo took his sister as wife, they won't intervene. But Nobunaga was wrong. Azai had an even older alliance with the Asakura clan, and they could not betray them for Oda. Just at the border between Azai and Asakura, Oda got attacked by the Azai army in the rear. However, Ieyasu was close, and he could intervene to make Azai retreat. This gave time to Nobunaga to plan and prepare the complete wipe out from the map of both Azai and Asakura. The four armies met at the Ane River, near the Yokoyama castle. Nobunaga's goal was to defeat the two enemies to take the Odani castle on the other side of the river. The Battle of Anegawa began. On the left side, Ieyasu was confronting the Asakura, while on the right side, Oda was confronting the Azai. Oda was pushed back by the Azai, but Ieyasu was winning so easy in fact that he afforded to send parts of his army back to aid Nobunaga. This made the Azai retreat and bring the battle to a draw, since Nobunaga's forces were not able to continue the fight. In the next episode, we will see Oda Nobunaga taking action against the Iko-Iki threat and Takeda Shingen's new campaign. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed. See you in the next episode.